Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, September 2nd, 2016, and we are here with yet another Monday mystery game, this time number 730. If you can even fathom that, how many games that is. Largest arcade in the world, putting a new game on the arcade floor every Monday for over 3 years. Pete, we got to figure out exactly how many Monday mystery games that we've put out. But absolutely ridiculous. We get every Saturday especially. There's so many people coming in from out of state and out of town and out of the country. And to hear how many of the people just totally dig Monday Mystery. And you look at how many people are here today. Pete, you want to flip the camera around? Like, what a good turnout. It's Labor Day. Thank you all for being here. It's so awesome. Putting on the show. It's so cool, so cool. We are anxious to unveil number 730. So many of the regulars here. So awesome. Last week, number 729 went on the arcade floor, and that was Tricycle-san, released from Sega back in 1984. That was, we had, who came in first place on it? It was Masi's Hagopian came in first for our 10X championship. Jamie Tibbetts came in second for getting 2 points towards the 10X championship. And Jeff Lucas came in third. So now the standings are getting so close. We have Larry Brocky tied for first place with Jamie Tibbetts. 13 points apiece, followed by Pete Gores, who is 1 point away with 12. So major contention for the 10X championship this time. It is going to be a very tight race, that race to 30 to see who comes in first and walks away as the 10X champion. And, you know, there's still plenty of time. Jimbo Slice, always a contender. Who knows? He could make a comeback. Maybe Fred DeHart. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's anybody's race for the 10X championship belt. We're so excited for it, to see who comes up. Maybe it's going to be Chris Plackey. Maybe Andrew Owasco comes out of nowhere and just takes it. Who knows? We will see. It'll be interesting. We concluded the month with the Arcade Wars, with the One Up Arcade out in Brisbane, out in Australia. It was Last Blade 2. After it was 3 months, wasn't it, Pete? We lost 3 months in a row, but this one with the great gamesmanship of Blonde Bunny and who else? Uday and DJ Tatsujin. Those guys put in great scores, and we walked away with the win. So thank you guys for that. Awesome. So happy to have Thank you. Come on up here. Come on up. Last Blade 2. How cool is New arcade record, new world record? How awesome is that game?
That's the best game. Like, it's one of my favorite fighting games here. The presentation on it's awesome. Hitting combos on it just feels good. Everything's got weight to it. The story's cool. Like, it's literally the gates of hell opening and you're closing them back. That's sick. I love it. It's great.
Such an awesome game. Thank you for your score. Really kind of put us up there. So thank you so much for that.
Of course. It was my pleasure. I love playing that game. So really wasn't, I'll do it again.
Awesome. We don't know what this next game is going to be with the One Up, but we will find out soon, and we will make that be known. We appreciate it every month for everybody putting in scores and helping us. It's so cool that those guys out there are so good, and it's difficult because, like, obviously both our kids have to have the game, so, like, there's some limitations, and so cool that it's so varied in what the game is going to be, and awesome. Thank you, everybody, again, for putting in scores and getting us that win. So a couple other things we have to cover. Again, like last week, we don't have a ton of news this week. It's Labor Day. We're open our regular business hours. We get so many calls asking if we're open on holidays. We are here 365 days a week, regular hours. We never close. We've not missed a day since the first day that we opened back on August 13, 2010. We haven't missed a day yet. don't plan on it. So if it's a holiday and you're not sure we're open, we're open. I know Pete constantly getting phone calls. It's like, let everybody know that we're open. We're open. We're open. Huge shout-outs to legendary programmer Jeff Nauman. Me and Sam Gates were over at his place a couple weeks ago now, and he had donated a lot of stuff to us. Jeff Nauman, who paired with Brian Colin on so many games, Rampage and Sarge and Xenophobe. Amazing artist, game design, and programming team. And Jeff donated an original dedicated Blasted cabinet, which so cool to have that here. We upgraded our cabinet. His was in nicer shape than ours. I believe it's a prototype cabinet, so there's none of those out there. So you get to play on a prototype cabinet now here, along with a few people know. If you haven't played Blasted, it started out originally as International Team Laser, which Brian Colin had donated an original one-of-one prototype of that here. So happy to have both of those here. We have we're going to be doing a big a rearrange around the arcade very, very soon. We're getting close and trying to figure out how things are going to shift. We've got so many things coming up. I can't let you in on all of them just yet, but within probably the next week, maybe two, we're going to have big news on the next expansion, and a couple of really cool big events that are coming up that we're very excited for. So stay tuned for that. The only event that we can officially announce is our next swap meet, which is going to be on September 28th, which is Saturday. And it is going to be our craziest swap meet yet because we've got cabinets we're going to be selling. We've got a ton of PCBs that we're going to be selling. We've got a ton of artwork, marquees, and contact Pete Hahn if you are interested in having a vendor table. Of course, it's free to go in there. It's down at our production offices, just a couple blocks to the east of here. If you're buying and selling, there's going to be so many great vendors, so definitely check that out. Mark it on your calendar, September 28th. We haven't made an event yet, but we will be doing that very, very soon on Facebook, so let us know that you're coming, and it's going to be a good time. Hey, Pete. So... All right, I guess one other thing that we have coming up, we're going to be doing a podcast very soon. I know we always say that, but it will be going on the calendar very, very soon, and we're going to be making a big post about that, so make sure you join us for that. But for now, I think it is already that time to summon forth former Gamer of the Year to help with today's unveiling of the Monday Mystery Game. 7:30. It's a lot of games. Pete, how was the weekend?
My weekend was great. I just want to say thank you for switching with me, Tom. I had a family arrangement to get to on Sunday, and he was nice enough to switch shifts Saturday with me. So it was great. It was different. I usually close Saturdays. I opened instead. Got to see the busier part of the day, which was cool. I got to see more regulars. I got to see more customers. A lot of people from out of town, out of the country. It's always great to see that. So I would say it was a busy weekend because of Labor Day, and we appreciate you coming out when you have days off.
That is awesome. You know, on Saturday, just walking around for a little bit, I saw a lot of people, and even today, there's so many people in from out of state, like people in from Ohio, and it's so, like, that's so, you think about that. Like, how many people used to travel to arcades, and now that so many of them make this their destination. On Saturday night, it was this guy Greg. It was his birthday, and it's like it's so cool that they spend it here, and it's just awesome. What a community! It's crazy. So, for that, we are happy to unveil number 730, your next Monday Mystery Game. You know, I'm not sure who's packing the tarp lately. Now, your number 730 for the arcade is Prehistoric Isle 2, I should say. Released in 1999 from SNK. Let's bring up Jimbo Slice. Jimbo Slice. People want to see Jimbo Slice play this first. Jimbo. All right. All right. Come on up. What's up, man? Have you ever played Prehistoric Isle 2?
Not played this.
All right, let's see how you do. Oop. Let me get out of Pete Hahn's way. Released on the Neo Geo MVS hardware. Ours is, of course, an original cart on original hardware. Picking up the survivors, fighting the giant dinosaurs of his prehistoric times from the Prehistoric Isle 2. Definitely an awesome game. I believe Underground Retrocade has this. Scott Lambert down there in East Dundee. An excellent arcade. Definitely, if you have not checked out the Underground Retrocade, you got to make sure you check them out because Scott works so hard at running such a great arcade and puts a lot of effort and time and does it right. So make sure you check out Underground Retrocade. Shout outs to Hannah R. Lewis for joining us. Shout outs to Chris Davis. Justin Brodak. Thank you for joining us. Zach Warren. It is a tough game. What'd you think?
I thought it was great. Play it again.
You gonna try it again? Awesome. Who's up next? Larry. Oh, he did. Larry did. This was a T20 game. Remember how he did Should we switch them up? All right. It's a great game. You up next? Awesome. So many little strategies within this game about when to drop off your passengers. And I know TJ and the Hambone, they did an episode on this, didn't they? JT and the Hambone. Why do I always get that wrong? Jimbo Slice cutting out early? Jimbo not getting 10x points by not playing. That's all right, James. All right. So hopefully Jimbo will be back. We'll see. Shout outs to Giovanni and John and thank you for joining us on our Facebook chat. Pete Hahn heading back up. He's going to adjust that camera just a little bit. So far we've been on a little bit of a streak of putting up T20 games. Shout out to Season Salt. Thank you for joining us. We've put out Dragon Gun and what else we put out? Tricycle San and Ultra X Weapons. Those were all T20 games, and now Prehistoric Isle 2. You missed out on T20. There's some amazing games in that lineup for that tournament. Very excited for, I think if everything works out, next week is number 731. I think it's something, this is a pretty crazy game. It's a cool game. A lot of people like this game. They know it. I think maybe next week will be something more obscure, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Some people drawing conclusions. Would I go as far as to say it's bizarre? Who knows? Who knows? Just let him keep running it. Why not? Kurt, watching from Norway tonight. Thank you for joining us. And Bev, thank you. And Nicholas. Today's Monday mystery game is Prehistoric Isle, released in 1999 from SNK. Player WM86 and Lord BBH has this in one of his streams. I hope BBH comes out one of these days. It'd be awesome to see him here at the arcade. Delar 75, thank you very much. Yes, 730. There you go. Some showmanship. Bowser Rules. This game is so good. Such a good shmup. The animation is excellent. That widespread shot. 16x bonus. This is rare, but as with any MVS cart, it's it's moderately rare. It's not, it's so hard to say what one person's rare game is from one person to the next. Like there's about 140 games that we're the only arcade to have them, according to Orcade. This one, there's probably a handful that have it. Again, Underground Retrocade being one. And they've had it for a while. The original Prehistoric Isle 1930 is a board and not a cartridge. Very cool game. We don't have that one on the floor. But is it in the vaults? Maybe. Yeah, let's drop in the JT and the Hambone video into the chat. Yeah, it was done by Yumi Kobo, but released by SNK. Yeah, Choplifter meets Primal Rage. Absolutely. King, the stuff that's in the vaults, oh man. We are so fortunate. There's so much crazy stuff in the vaults. And it's so funny how one day can change things. We had, just for boards, we were at about We were dipping down a little bit. It was like 203. And then we shot way back up. So many crazy things in the vaults. Greg asking, does One Up Arcade have this game? Who knows? I'll have to check that. One Up Arcade has some awesome games. Like, I am impressed with their list of games is very impressive. XLoadRX checking in from Ontario. Thank you so much. You're coming in October. That is going to be awesome. Very cool. Thank you so much for traveling in. Third year in a row coming in. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. The same week as Pinball Expo? Sure. Makes sense. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Every Monday, man. It doesn't matter that it's a holiday. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Every Monday. Like, I can't. What's that?
He hasn't died yet, man. He's killing it.
He played this at one of the tournaments, so he had a little bit of. He's played it once or twice before, but.
So he's setting a high score.
Maybe. It'll. We'll see. There's always a few things we might be missing. Score. We XLoadRX asking if there's a second floor in the future. Maybe. We have a who knows? There is expansion news coming. I am so excited. I can't say what just yet. Well, the expansion's coming. Something's coming. What it's going to be, where it is, up, back, east, west, on the roof, maybe.
I think that's what it is for next month.
Should we announce it?
Let me get confirmation from Steven.
There's still, for the whole block, there's a business in the back half of the second and third buildings. There's a business to the east of us, and then there's a garage in the back half. Yeah, you want to? What's that?
You allowed to stay up there?
Will we possibly bring the private party rooms back? You know, maybe, but it all depends. If we had a second floor, we would bring the party rooms back. We don't want anybody falling down the Galloping Ghost stairs. I don't think it would be that bad. We could do it. The bench comes off, and the top front part comes off. It would be a unpleasant thing to move, but not the end of the world. We've moved worse. Prob-
What is the worst cabinet to move ever?
Galaxy Force 2. Dark Presence is nothing to move. We move that all day. Galaxy Force 2 that's always a horrendous thing to move around. Darius isn't that bad if you take the back monitor out. It's not bad. It's like X-Men, the 6-player X-Men. It's not that bad.
At least 2 people, right?
To play it safe, you should always have 2 people, but Galaxian 3, that would we don't have that here on the floor yet, so, and I've not moved one. I'll let that slip well, maybe I won't let that slip. Maybe I don't have it in the vaults, maybe we do. Danik Valley shoutouts saying, wasn't the plan to use the garage in the back as a console game area? You know, the console game area is something that still on my mind. We've had so many things that we've wanted to do. We've wanted to expand and do more with game design and game development, where we're teaching game design, game development. We've wanted to do stuff with console gaming. We've wanted to do stuff with PC gaming and LAN gaming. We wanted to do more pinball. And it took about 9 years to get to that point, so it's slow progress, but we are far from done for adding things. There will be, we've got 200 plus games in the vaults right now, so if you consider adding things just like Monday Mystery Games, we'll be doing that for years. I'm going to say it now. Make sure August 13th, 2020, 10-year anniversary. There's going to be something crazy going on for that. I think I know that Monday Mystery Game already. I think... Do you? Conquering Light? What a vote of confidence that we take 25 years, Fred DeHart saying that Conquering Light will come out in August 13th of 2020. The astonishing confidence that it can take 25 years to get Dark Presence out, and then eight months or so to get... thank you. Well, maybe. But no. I don't like to ever say no, but that I'll say. Bubble Blasto saying Sega Space Tactics. Very cool game. Fish in a Barrel. That got... Oh, what was the score? 19 million. Actually, he's got next on this one. Sorry, man. That will wrap up our Facebook stream. Jump over to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Galloping Ghost Arcade. Jones Johnny, thank you for joining us on Facebook. And Alfonso, and Steven, and Peter, thank you for joining us. R360. Thank you, Bowser Rules. Thank you so much for that. Well, that is going to wrap up our Facebook stream. Jump over to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Galloping Ghost Arcade. We are going to continue to stream your Monday Mystery Game 730. It's ridiculous. Prehistoric Isle 2, released in 1999 from SNK. Yumi Kobo put it out on the MVS Neo Geo hardware. Original everything. Neo Geo cabinet. So thanks, everybody. Make sure you join us next week. Todd will be here It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Great time as always. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Pete Hahn, for all that he does. Thank you, Maurice, and everybody for everything. So, thanks, everybody. This is Doc Mack from the Galvin Ghost Arcade, and we hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.